And I'm so excited for Sandra to join us. Sandra is an independent insurance agent, and she will be sharing with us discoveries and breakthroughs in her health and life journey. So what we're going to learn from Sandra today is her main discoveries. And some of them are short-term diet versus long-term lifestyle. Who's excited to hear that? And what to do when you get stuck, how to reset. All right, Sandra, I'm really excited to hear. I've heard those main keywords, and that is why I invited to share with us. And I remember meeting you a long time ago at a personal development course, and that's how we've known each other for years. And when you connected with me, or we got reconnected, we were talking about re-energizing your body, first of all, re-energizing your health.
Yes.
So it's been a few months, I believe 4.5 months, something like that. And share, Sandra, with us your journey of discoveries. We'll go ahead and start us with what main thoughts you would like to share as well.
Yes, great. Thank you, Nadya. First of all, I want to thank you for having me as your guest today and for inviting me to actually share my journey of my 365-day healthy life journey.
That's right.
And so I'm excited to be here with you and to share. So last year, of course, we know we had COVID. So during COVID, I actually broke my kneecap, didn't have movement. And of course, being actually in home a lot, very close to my refrigerator, I put on some weight. And I think a lot of people can probably can share the same experience with me. And so I got to a point where my movement was painful. I wasn't pleased with my gain, my weight gain. My clothes didn't fit. And so that's when I actually said, there's something that I need to do about this. And so I created teams and teamworks around me. And so Nadya, you were part of my teams and teamworks. One of my first discoveries was that I couldn't do this alone. I could not do this alone. I needed to create a support group. I needed to create people around me to actually help me in this journey. And through my sessions with you, I've actually learned and had even continued discoveries of things that I didn't even think were related to food and health. So in my coaching through you, I discovered, self-love, that I didn't love myself the way I thought I loved myself. And that discoveries are, you pointed out, pay attention to the food that you actually, how does the food make you feel after 20 minutes of eating that? Do you feel good about it? Or does your body feel good? Or is your body telling you something? Pay really good attention to what your body is actually telling. So that was a discoveries that I've had along the way, is just kind of paying attention to the body. What is it telling you? And in exercising with you, Nadya, it's like now I get up in the morning, I'm like, I have to move. So I realized that in the morning, just getting up and feeling stiffness, the solution to that is put some movement into my body, and I actually look for it. I get up, and even if I flap my arms or move my legs or lift, whatever I have to do, but I put movement into my morning, which is another discovery that I had of just putting that in place has actually given me more energy. So yes, along the way, there has been discoveries of, what is my relationship with food? How does it make me feel? What is it doing to my body? Do I actually love myself?
So let's talk about foods. Let's go into that short-term diet versus long-term lifestyle. So what's the trick here?
Yes. So one of the things that I actually, as paying attention is that this is not, so I've been on diets, and I actually discovered and learned that, yes, I can actually get very intentional with my diet and I can lose the weight. It's easy. Really, it is. That's not what my discovery was. It was like, okay, so short-term diet, I want to lose 10, 15 pounds. I get that done. but I actually stopped. It was almost like stop and smell the coffee, right? I love coffee. And it's almost like stop and smell the coffee and discover for yourself what this journey of putting health into your body, losing the weight, feeling good, more energy is really like. And so the short term is, yes, I can follow a menu. I can do all this and I can lose the weight. But that is not the goal. The goal is actually to stop along the way, smell the coffee, and make the discoveries that are going to actually help me maintain a healthy lifestyle for a long, long time. So in there with some of my discoveries with you have been, my relationship with food, right? So why did I want to eat sweets at night? And we discovered that it was a form of, if I had no control in the day, that's what gave me some form of control. And so I discovered that I can put fruit in and replace it with something bad. And even the choice of fruits, like if I felt like I wanted to maybe even have a cheat day. So, okay, maybe, you don't eat mangoes while you're trying to lose the weight. But if you're going to cheat on a mango versus a cupcake, it's making the choices. So really the discovery, Nadya,
intentional cheating.
Intentional cheating. It's like, okay, it was some form of cheating, but it wasn't bad cheating because it's still a fruit and good for your body. Is it going to take me to the weight loss as rapidly as I need to? No. But is it still healthy? Yes, healthier than, white sugar. And so that's been one of the things that just has helped me. It's like what I'm doing, my 365 healthy lifestyle journey is not about today. It's about the rest of my life and how I want to feel like I'm not on a diet, but that I'm actually causing, I'm making healthier choices, and I'm losing the weight or I've lost the weight that I want to lose and maintain it without feeling like I'm in a diet.
Wow. So it's something you mentioned when I joked intentional cheating. You shared with me on being intentional every choice of your day. So can you talk about that a little bit more? Because I think it's really, really connected with a short-term diet or the long-term transformation, long-term lifestyle.
Yes,
So
absolutely. Yes, absolutely. So what I mean by that, being intentional, it's like living your day moment by moment by moment, discovering newly. So what you want to do is you have a choice. I have a choice every day. Do I want to eat that cupcake that I love and I know what's good, what are the actual effects of that? Or do I want to make a healthier choice within the choices that I can manage? And so go ahead, Nadya.
You said choice within the choice. Ooh, that's big. Yeah, that's intentional.
So as having a choice, guess what has happened? I have more control.
Ooh, yes.
I have more control. And that's one of the things in one of my discoveries with you was that the choices that I was making, the bad choices, I thought I was in control, but actually I was not in control. The control I have is making the right choices. And, you may make a wrong choice one day, like you may, fall off the wagon. As we know, we're human and life is life, right? But you have the choice to get back on track, And today is today and tomorrow is a new day. And you get to do it all over again, newly, moment by moment, choice by choice.
Ooh. So almost like doesn't feel I have to ask you a third question. So what do you do when you get stuck?
Yes. So remember I said you create teams and teamworks around you and you create support. So I know I can't do this on my own. So what do you do to reset? You reach out. I reach out to you, Nadya. And I'm like, Nadya, guess what? This is what happened. And it's okay because I accepted it as part of my journey. It's like I was so on track. I was like, wow, losing weight every week. And I was like, on a train that wasn't about to stop. And all of a sudden, the freight train just stopped and collapsed. And I'm like, okay, what do I do? So I know that on my own, I'm not able to be able to maybe get me out of that. So how do I reset? You reach out to your support. You reach out to your support because they have the knowledge, the resource, and sometimes we are trapped actually in our own thinking, in our own not being able to think outside our own box. But when you reach out to your resources, and so one of the things is like one of the ways to reset for myself that I'm going to reset is actually start the cleanse all over again. So getting into that mindset, that's how I started. And so it's almost like that's it. When you reset, what do? You restart what worked for you. And so the cleanse is the restart for me. But that's really not the focal point. Is the reset is your support. Who is your support? Who are your sources? Who do you need to reach out? You're not alone. This is not an I journey. This is a journey of community, of support, of coaching, of working out, of friends, you know, of competition, you know, who can lose, you know, or stay healthy, or who's done all their physicals for the year, or who's had all the checkups, you know, who's taking their vitamins, who's drinking their water. It's that support that really just having that attitude that you get to choose. Every day is a new day and you get to choose. And today you get to choose to reset.
Beautiful, Sandra. So when you were sharing, my visual in my mind was, it's almost like you're starting to create the ripple effect of health, but it's also the chain reaction. It's that accountability, it's that reaching out to more communities, more people in your life and creating that health effect. So to reset is to recharge and restart what's already working. And you mentioned that being intentional in your everyday choice, since it's also you have control of choice underneath the choice. I like that.
And you did say the keyword accountability. That is the keyword. Responsibility, accountability, and in all that, making it fun. Like fun, like discovering, like, ooh, I didn't know I could actually eat that, you know, and that's where your support is, like really getting other people that are creative, you know, and I know that I'm not so creative with food, but when you reach out to people and you're like, oh my goodness, that is a great recipe that I would have never come up with it on my own. And that's where your community, your support, your resources come from. It's just reaching out and being with other people that are like you. And so I think that is one of my biggest discoveries, Nadya. At the very top of my discoveries, thinking that, oh, I can do this alone. And it just actually, there's where the fun comes in. The fun comes in when you get to meet other people that you get to talk to and support and share. Because when you share, that is like the biggest gift that you can give to anybody. When you get to share a part of you and other people get to share a part of themselves, that those are the biggest gifts that people can give to each other.
You know, it's especially in the last few months, I've heard it so often. I just feel like it's just me dealing with this, or I feel alone, or I don't know who else is struggling with that. We are feeling that we are alone. And what you're saying, we're not. We are all experiencing with something maybe similar, maybe the same. We are community next to each other. You always have a resource to look towards and ask for support and accountability. And that's what also makes it fun.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Beautiful, yes. Sandra. So I really enjoyed your discoveries that you started with. Is actually, that's how you started. Cannot do it by myself. It's really allowing yourself and learning how to love yourself, and being intentional with food and food choices, and really watching how your body is communicating and responding. I love how you said body is looking forward for exercise and moving. If I feel stiff, I know what to do, movement. Yeah, so that's really amazing. And thank you so much for sharing your journey of the difference, because that's where I feel so many of us get stuck. Let me get this quick diet. Well, it's the short-term diet versus your lifestyle choices, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I think you've created a habit, Nadya. Like I get up, I'm like, how can I move? What do I do?
That's what it is about, bringing those habits, taking one habit at a time. Yes.
Exactly. Yes.
Sandra, I'm curious. I know I didn't ask you that beforehand, but if somebody has a question, maybe needs some inspiration, can they reach out to you and connect with you?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, in sharing is the biggest gift we can give to someone.
Yeah.
So if I can give a gift today, yes, I would love to share. Anybody that says, because before.
How can you find you? Where can we find you?
They can find me on Facebook, Nadya, under Sandra Garza.
Yep.
Absolutely. They can send me a private message. Absolutely. So on Facebook under Sandra Garza, they can definitely find me. And if they have any, if they're not able to locate me, I guess they can go ahead and reach out to you, and we can help them find me. But yes, absolutely. Feel free to contact me and send me a message on Facebook, and I'll be more than happy to share or share anything, any discoveries that I've had, or any questions that they have. I'll be more than happy to do that. Absolutely.
Okay, so it's either your name, Sandra Garza, and they see our names on the screen, or my name, or if none of this works, through coachingbynadia.com, you can just send a contact note and we can get you connected this way. All right, Sandra, well, any final words of wisdom to someone who may be experiencing the struggles of making the first step?
Yeah, so I would say, don't feel alone. You're not alone. And the first thing is actually acknowledging the fact that you may not be able to do this alone. And the second suggestion is reach out to someone, anyone, a friend, reach out to Nadya, reach out to a neighbor, anybody, or become part of a community that is already doing this. And it just makes it so much more fun. Nadya, when you do your JJs, it was kind of like it becomes competitive. I'm like, oh, we got to get to a certain goal and we're doing our JJs. And so and some people come up with creative exercise, somebody garden all day. And I'm like, whoa, I would have not thought about it as exercise, but it is, they burn calories. Yeah. So it becomes really, really fun when you do become a part of other people. And in this world nowadays, with this new technology that we have on Zoom and Facebook, it's become such a creative and fun way of actually meeting people, and it's safe that you never thought you could actually meet. And so you do, and you just connect and you create your circle of resources and people just greater and greater and greater. And you have no idea where it's going to take you. And that's what the fun in the journey of life is. It's just, meeting new people and see what they have to, what imprints they have to leave on your life, and what do you have to offer and give to other people. So absolutely.
Beautiful. Thank you, Sandra. Well, with that said, you said it all, and I appreciate your time, and I appreciate your sharing, your journey, your story, and the mission that you're up to. And really thank you for your time, Sandra. It's a joy working with you.
Well, I want to thank you, Nadya. If it wasn't for you, I would not have all the discoveries. And I don't know that I would have created this, journey that I did. It was through your guidance, through your assistance, and just the amazing, just your patience, the way you listen to me. You really just listen to what I really need. And I feel like I get what I need from you. So thank you. Thank you. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. Here's my heart to you, Nadya.
Here's mine. Thank you, Sandra. All right, folks, and if you would like to connect with us, you can see our names on the screen, Sandra Garza, Nadya Touch, or coachingbynadia.com. And remember, you're not alone.
You're not alone.